Hey everybody, welcome to the Conscious Love Show. Whether you are single, you are in a relationship, or you're healing a broken heart, this show is here to inspire you, to remind you how beautiful, lovable, and amazing you truly are, and to give you the practical tools and insights to navigate from wherever you are right now to the loving relationship that you so deeply want to have. My name is Shane Kohler. I'm a certified transformational coach and trainer with over a decade experience helping people release their trauma and open their hearts to love. I've delivered seminars all over the world, coached thousands of people through my online platforms and programs, and every week I'm coming straight to you with the hottest insights and the best teachers around, bringing you powerful resources and profound conversations to heal your relationship with love, dating, and yourself. I'm so grateful you're here, and if it's your first time, welcome. You can count on me to always show up for you with my very best and a commitment to learn and grow myself so I can serve you to my maximum ability. Thanks so much for tuning into the show. I've got some awesome things planned for you today. So without further ado, let's dive in. What if I'm so happy in my own life that I'm sabotaging relationships because I fear that bringing in a partner will cause me to sacrifice the life I have created? Yeah, this is a great one. And I think this is so relatable, especially like sometimes we vacillate from one extreme to the other, right? Sometimes we spend so much of our life needing to get into a relationship, and then we finally figure out how to be happy without one. And then we almost become relationship resistant because relationships inevitably complicate our lives. And yet, even though we might be happy in our lives, and I think it's important to state this for everyone as well, no matter how happy you are in your life, it doesn't take the place of a partner, right? Having a partner can add something to your life that no amount of individual happiness will bring. It's something you just can't create on your own. And so you're saying, when I get so happy and so content and so fulfilled in my life, and anytime I try to merge with someone, it ends up complicating it, and I'm protecting my peace so much that I'm actually sabotaging it. It's a real thing. It happens to a lot of people. This is what I want to say, Michelle, is you're at choice every step of the way. So you get to choose who you invite in. You get to choose how far they get invited in. You get to choose at what level you want to have a relationship with them. You get to choose the pace at which the relationship develops. So there's really no realistic fear here where somebody's going to come in and completely derail your life unless you let that happen. But you have every ability to state the pace that you want to go, to state the boundaries. When someone wants to move forward and you're not ready, you have every right to say, I'm not ready for that. I don't feel like we know each other that well yet. I don't feel that I'm in a place where I'm ready to take that step with you. I'd like to go on a few more dates. I'd like to spend some more time together, right? Like, nobody gets to move into your house without your permission. So you are at choice every step of the way. You get to curate this experience along the lines that your nervous system feels comfortable with. So what I want to say is, a lot of the fear that you're imagining is an illusion. It's not really real because at any point you can walk away. At any point you can say no. And if you lose the person, well, you just go back to the life that you were already happy with anyway. So I understand the feeling of the fear is real, but the repercussions that you're afraid of aren't actually real. Because you're either going to choose to move forward in a relationship that every step of the way is improving your life experience, or you're going to choose to walk away from a relationship and just return to the life that you were already happy with anyway. Does that make sense? So there's nothing to really be afraid of here. But this is what I want to name for you, and I know you personally, so I might have a little extra insight into this question. But here's what I want to name for you. The story that I'm afraid a relationship is going to disrupt my life can be permission to not deal with the discomfort of engaging in relationships in that way. Whether that means being on a dating app, whether that means going on dates regularly, whether that means putting yourself out there in communities that you're not normally a part of and having to meet new people and having to go to parties and things that you wouldn't normally go to, right? Like the disruption that seeking would cause to your life might be uncomfortable for you. But I want to say, don't confuse comfort with peace. Comfort is, I'm in my routine, kind of same stuff, different day. And yes, there's a relative peace because it's comfortable, but there's also a longing and an emptiness and a feeling that something is missing. And you don't want to confuse comfort with peace because they're not the same thing. And so what might be happening here, it's not that somebody's going to come into your life and completely disrupt the life that you love and destroy it and you're going to be powerless about it. Again, you're at choice every step of the way. You get to choose who enters, when they enter, how long they stay, what you do with them, what you don't do with them. You get to choose all of it. But you might have to have some difficult conversations. You might get rejected sometimes. You might reject people sometimes. You might have to put yourself out there in environments that you'd rather not put yourself out there in. You might have to do things that you otherwise wouldn't want to do, not because they're bad to do, but because they're uncomfortable. And so you choose comfort over exploration, over opportunity. And to justify that comfort, you tell yourself, I'm afraid that someone's going to disrupt my peace. The right person is not going to disrupt your peace. They're going to expand your peace. But the pursuit of a relationship, the being actively engaged in your love life will disrupt your comfort. And so it's easier to say, I want to remain comfortable and continue the same stuff, the same different day, the same life that I am in control of every aspect. There are no wild cards. There's nothing coming in that throws me off. I don't have to feel these emotions that are really stressful for me. I don't have to deal with being rejected or rejecting other people. I don't have to deal with awkward dates that I don't want to be on. That might be what's really happening here. And one thing I would offer you here is you can fall in love with the expansion. Yes, you might go on awkward dates and you might not like every person and you might have to turn some people down sometimes. And maybe you like someone and you get excited and then they turn you down and you feel the weight of that. And like a lot of this is really uncomfortable. And I get that. And I'm respecting the journey and that it's not always easy and it's challenging. But understand that even engaging with the journey in a meaningful way, disrupting your comfort and putting yourself out there, even if it doesn't lead exactly to what you want instantly, even if there are some awkward, uncomfortable, frustrating situations you deal with along the way, there's an expansion that happens there. There's a growth that happens there. You're feeling things you wouldn't normally feel. You're facing parts of yourself that you don't normally face. You're sitting with the feeling of rejection. You're sitting with the feeling of having to disappoint someone else. You're sitting in the tension of having uncomfortable conversations and creating boundaries and asking for what you want from someone and not knowing if they're going to give it to you or not. Right? You're living in the tension of all of this. You're living in the mystery of all of it. And that creates an expansion. That creates growth. That allows you to access new parts of yourself. And this is one of the things that we don't talk about a lot when it comes to dating or romance or creating love. It's not just about meeting someone and getting in a relationship. It's about every step of the journey and what every step of the journey awakens inside of you. What every step of the journey activates within you. And you can enjoy the experience, the expansion, the challenge, the evolution, the navigating these different parts of yourself, navigating these different relational dynamics, even if it doesn't immediately lead to the right thing or the right person, even if it's disruptive to your comfort. So that would be my invitation for you. Throw yourself into it. Don't worry about it being perfect. Don't worry about having to control every aspect of every situation. Know that you're always at choice. You can always protect your peace. You can always walk away from something that doesn't serve you. But from a place of choice, from a place of empowerment, you can choose to disrupt your comfort and enjoy the process of expansion that comes from that. So that's a great question, Michelle. Thank you so much for asking it. I know a lot of people relate to that, especially when we get comfortable in our single life. It can be difficult to want to disrupt that, right? I get up in the morning, I live my day, I go to sleep. I don't really need a partner. So why am I going to put myself through all of that? Because a little drama isn't bad, right? Why do we watch dramatic movies? Why do we watch dramatic TV shows? Because they're exciting. Well, you can make your life your own dramatic TV show and get excited about it and do it within a safe container where you know that nothing truly important is going to be threatened. I see you saying that hits for you, so I'm glad. Thank you so much. Lots of love, Michelle. Thank you for the question. Beautiful question. Thanks again for checking out the show. Please subscribe on whatever platform you listen to podcasts on the most. And I would love it so much if you leave a review and tell people what you think of us. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram @TheLivingRelationship to connect more closely. And I'm grateful to be supporting you on your journey to love.